Do the movies or do the comic books have better costumes? Let's get into it. Just note, several YouTube creators who will be highlighted at the end of this video have given their takes as well. Check them out. Yelena Belova, the leader of the Thunderbolts, now the new Avengers. Is her MCU costume better or her current comic book costume? She goes by White Widow now, by the way, in the 616 Marvel Comics universe. But here's the problem. One, she's wearing white after Labor Day, and wearing all white when she mostly does undercover stealth missions? Practically, I'm not seeing how it works. It looks cool on a comic cover, but the MCU version just looks better and is far more practical. Also, what is with comics and weird belts? Next, Gardner. He was my favorite supporting character in Superman, and I love how he's getting a recurring role throughout the DCU. But man, his 2025 costume is great, and I'm referring to his comic book costume. Flashy collar and awesome vest. The live action costume's belt is much better, but the comic one looks like a chastity belt. I mean, what is going on there? But overall, I'm a fan of his comic costume, but that's not to say I don't totally dig the live action one. The hair, perfect. The look is awesome, but it's a little bit corporate, and I prefer the full Green Lantern costume. Also, why are there boxes on guys' boots? It's weird. Superman. Definitely intentionally, but this year's Superman costume in the comics is almost identical to the live action version. So really, we are judging nuances here. The logo, I have to give it to Gunn. I prefer the sleek look. The lines, I think it works in live action. It's not too much, it's subtle, but it gives some division and some differences throughout the costume. So this time, the live action wins the day. Peacemaker, I realized after helping organize this collaboration, maybe I should not have added him for us to compare. Why? Because they are literally the same, basically. Sorry guys, only difference I'm seeing here are the notches on the shoulder, so I'm gonna go with a live action Peacemaker. For Vigilante, the comic version and live action version are quite drastic. The comic version looks like tight spandex with giant ski glasses, and for some reason a highlighter colored giant belt, once again chastity looking. I mean, what the hell is going on here? What is with these comics and clunky belts? Does it serve some function? Do they keep the lunch that your mom made for them? I mean, I don't know. For Krypto, it comes down to which type of dog you prefer, because the costume is a cape and a collar. I like the type of mutt Krypto was in the live action movie. His small size makes his giant power more surprising, and the juxtaposition works better in my opinion. For the Fantastic Four, I have to say this one is pretty decisive. When it comes to the overall costumes, I prefer the live action by a lot. It's a uniform, it respects the comic origins, but looks more like fabric and normal pants than some nanotech spandex suit. I also prefer the white and blue versus the dark blue on blue. John Walker, my favorite post-Endgame character, has a great costume in both live action and in the 616 comic universe. They did a great job adapting the classic costume and bringing it to life with its own touches. While the changes are subtle, I prefer the slightly more muted look for the MCU version. I prefer the sleeker belt and a better helmet. I prefer the wings on the helmet in the comic version, but overall, MCU John Walker. Also, bonus, we can take a look at the more modern John Walker costume, and it makes some differences that yes look pretty cool, but I'm still siding with the MCU US Agent. This was a lot of fun. Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 and which characters you want to see compared. Be sure to check out the other videos from the creators in this collaboration. We have Comic Cuts, Cinema Hooked with Chris, and Slavs Free Talk. Links available in the description and pinned comment. Thank you everyone for participating.